Hi, Dav here, and today we have a new episode in the Art Review series, and today we'll be checking out the work of Emilio Alcala. Now, I actually found this guy via YouTube, and apparently his following is way bigger, 150K here on the Instagrams. So he does focus a lot on figure drawing, and I actually do recommend you watch his recent podcast episode on his YouTube channel, talking about his sort of transition from transition into doing more like figure drawing stuff, especially on like Patreon, and how to like manage it, especially for like an artist. I think you would really enjoy his recent episode on that subject matter. And he does have a lot of like really useful tutorials on YouTube. I'm not gonna discuss it here. I just recommend you just watch it because it's so like easy to consume, and it's just useful. And I think it does share the videos first on Patreon, and then he'll do like he'll release it eventually in public for, I don't know, in a couple of weeks or something. Who knows? But yeah, I think he has inspired me to not use too many lines when figure drawing. Like if you see the way he draws, I think he primarily uses his iPad in Procreate. Like he has a way of drawing that's um he's still able to capture like the energy, the gesture of the pose, kind of like an animator, but he's not um so quick with it. Like he's a bit more deliberate. But when you look at his work, it still has that again energy. Like it doesn't look boring. Because sometimes when you draw things kind of deliberately or somewhat slowly, it, the energy is sort of lost sometimes. But I think for Emilio here, he is able to find like a sweet spot, and I do like it. In the style too, it's very animated. And just look at any sort of animation artists when they do draw. It's very simplified, obviously because of the craft. They have to do a lot of drawings and like especially 2D animation. So adding too many details is not going to be efficient. So you want to be a bit more uh like gestural, capturing like the major shapes, the major gestures, because it's more about storytelling here. For example, if you look at this one, look at how he adds a little bit of anatomy, just as signifiers of anatomy, like the shoulders. Let me just open this thing in the new tab. Like the way he's able to simplify like this parts of they're like little gills. They're actually like little muscles around the rib cage, just below the chest muscles here, the pecs. Just being able to find sort of shorthands or shortcuts for that. I think you will learn a lot and develop eventually your own by doing a lot of these gesture studies. And as you can see in his like work, you do need to like scroll through a bunch of his drawings or sketches. You will see his own personal way of or his own shorthands. Even the way he did this hand, look at how he merged like all of these fingers, the pinky to the middle finger, and then the way he did this pointing finger and the thumb, very demure, very efficient, and just it looks good. It looks good. But even the face, the facial features, like he has like a way of sh- uh, sort of like because he has a video on how to like place the ears, the eyes, on his YouTube channel. Like he has a lot of useful content basically. But even if you don't watch his videos, if you just look at his like drawings, you oh kawaii, kawaii, you will learn a lot. And aside from learning how or being inspired to use less lines, using a much thicker brush for like drawing, I think is something that I don't know. I'm being pushed to kind of do it too, just because it looks cool. And I think Emilio is a good example of it. There's also another artist named. He did the book Framed Ink. I forgot his name. Mice something, Mistress something. Just look for the book Framed Ink. FRAMED space INK. And whoever that author is, he also likes using like a thicker brush. Although he does use more bolder ink lines, kind of like this. Oh, he does sell a book. Um, it's basically a collection of his figure studies, drawings. So If you want to check that out, you can do that. And it's just, let me just go to the reels because I think that's where you will see the glory of his approach. Let me just this is just kind of hot, so okay, right. He's also very conscious of his shapes, right? And look at how he's not overusing the lines, and he's not afraid to like go back or undo, or erase. He just know he has a way of chunking out different parts of the human figure, and I think he learned this by just doing a bunch of these studies. Look at it ended up in his book. Pretty cool. Look at that. Oh, dynamic figure drawing, volume 1. Look at that. And again, it is very dynamic. Like his poses are not boring. Because here's the thing, sometimes you do have obviously you have reference, right? But sometimes when you draw it, like the energy sort of disappears just because of the way you're drawing it. But I think for Emilio, he's able to, capture or even add more energy to his drawings. I think this was on his YouTube channel or featured quickly in one of his videos. And look at the way he draws. It's just straight to the point, a nice thick brush, um, going back and forth sometimes, not being afraid to. Look at how it's not cluttered. Like he doesn't have like a cluttered style. I'm not saying it's bad to be somewhat like messy, but I don't know. This one's kind of cool too. This approach, very direct, very confident, much thicker than usual. I just like it. Lots of like anatomical breakdowns here. Even right now, he is focusing more on the forearm muscles. But I am more fascinated right now with the way he's able to shorthand the hands. Look at how the fingers, the knuckles are sort of positioned, and how he can simplify that. I think it's pretty cool. Some nose shapes here. Oh, I'm interested on the tablet he's using because I do know he does use the iPad, but in this case, he's using. I'm trying to see the pen. Is it Hawaiian? Maybe. Yeah. And I think it looks better when he does add the shadows for me. Like it just adds a bit of an extra hit. Like it just hits me differently when there's shadow. Like, oh, right. Oh, I think I'll eventually review another artist named, I think Toshi something. I think they're Japanese, but they have a lot of figure drawing, sort of like tutorials in image form. Although it's in Japanese, so but I do think they have like a book somewhere. Maybe they're kind of similar to Taco, TACO, heavy on the figure drawing, sort of like tutorials, tips, advice. But yeah, again, if they do add color, look at how it's still sort of simple and sort of kind of animated, like it's like a shot from like a film or something. Like the movement just seems captured, and the simplification of the shapes, the forms. I like it. Maybe I like it. Right? Learning how to chunk complex, sort of anatomical um information and just breaking it down, simplifying it into these shapes, these basic shapes. I think it's really cool. If you want like a quick, oh, this one you're seeing it from the bottom. Like, look at how he's able to foreshorten that leg. Very, very cool. Um, just look at a lot of animation, like 2D animation people, artists. Like when they do draw again, they just have a way of not wasting time, and they do draw in this kind of way. Very. Oh, another artist. He actually reached out to me, Crizella. I'm forgetting his name. I was actually planning to review his work, but I was surprised he hit me up on, not the name drop. I just think it's pretty cool. that the artists you were just about to review, like they're already on your list, kind of just they like apparently the channel, so that's pretty cool. But they have the same thing. I think it's Crizella something. It starts with K, rhymes with Godzilla. They do a lot of like Marvel stuff. I think I do remember seeing a lot of Spider-Man drawings from him, but he has a similar approach where the figures are just really animated, very pulled. And the anatomy is simplified or stylized, maybe is the better word. But it still feels somewhat realistic just because there is some anatomical information involved in it. And yeah, so I will link this page and also the YouTube channel of Emilio Alcala in the description below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.